Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we're taking a really close look at a gadget that's been popping up everywhere, the Bullseye Blower.
It's all over social media, and the pitch is just so compelling, isn't it?
It really is. Our mission here, for you, is to slice right through all that marketing hype and figure out if this tool is genuinely useful or if it's just, well, inexpensive distraction.
Exactly. The hook is this compact, cordless blower with a supposed turbocharged motor. They promise incredible battery life and say it can clean everything from your desk to your entire yard. It sounds perfect.
And that's the core of our analysis today. We have to weigh what the company claims against how it actually performs.
Yeah.
And maybe more importantly, the risks that come with buying it.
So let's start with performance. Does it actually work?
Right. Let's get into the reality check. So it's fine for, say, crumbs on a table, but where does the power really fail?
Well, the first thing is it is a real product. It's not a complete fantasy. And yeah, for super small tasks like dust on a workbench or some dry spills on the floor, it's adequate.
But that's it.
That's it. The moment you ask it to do anything that requires real force, it just stalls out.
And that's where the performance falls flat. Our sources are all saying it really struggles with anything heavier, like wet leaves or fresh-cut grass.
Forget about it.
The problem isn't just the power, it's the airflow itself. Right? It just doesn't move enough air to be a real blower, not like the ads claim.
And that lack of power, I think, it connects directly to the next point, which is the physical build quality.
Oh, yeah. The body is apparently this very cheap, flimsy-feeling plastic. It feels lightweight, but not in a good way.
Not in a premium way, more in a don't drop this kind of way.
Exactly. And the nozzles are supposedly a nightmare. They're tricky to attach. They don't feel secure.
Which sort of defeats the purpose. Then there's the battery life. The marketing makes it sound like it'll run forever.
And the reality.
Continuous use gets you about 15, maybe 20 minutes, tops.
Okay, so that's fine for a quick deck sweep, but it's completely useless for the full yard cleanup they show in the ads.
Now, this is where things get really concerning for me. The company behind the product.
The corporate structure?
Yeah. The website, bullseyblower.com, it looks really professional. But the ownership is completely hidden. You can't find who is behind it.
Which is a classic warning sign. And if you connect that to what users are saying, it explains the customer support issues.
It explains everything. They promise this money-back guarantee, but people report that the support team is either incredibly slow or just completely unresponsive.
So that guarantee is basically worthless.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Because that hidden ownership means there's no one you can actually hold accountable when your flimsy 15-minute blower breaks down.
So let's just lay it out for you. Is this thing a scam?
I'd say no, not an outright scam, because you do receive a product in the mail. It exists.
But it's profoundly overhyped, and, it's a super risky purchase. It just doesn't deliver that powerhouse performance they promise.
And the company behind it is just not trustworthy. The advice is pretty simple here. If you actually need a blower, just stick with the well-known brands.
Yeah, brands you can depend on.
The core lesson here for you is to be so careful with these flashy viral products. You have to look past the slick ad and ask, what's the performance really like? And is there any real support if something goes wrong?
Absolutely. And that leaves us with one final provocative thought for you to think about. When it comes to tools, why do we sometimes prioritize aesthetics, that sleek, compact, cordless, look-over, proven, dependable performance?
That's a great question.
What's the hidden cost of buying a tool that looks perfect for Instagram but just can't do the job you actually bought it for? Something to mull over.